Hello and welcome. I am the Chrissy in Chrissy Love. Welcome to my perfume review channel. I am all about perfumes. I post 2 videos a week and I talk about my obsession and my hobby of perfumes and hopefully learning from you as well. If you like this video, please feel free to like it. It helps me out a lot. And also, if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel because there is lots more where this came from. So today I am talking about one of my very favorite perfumes, Lolita Lempicka Eau de Parfum, and 2 flankers as well, which is Fleur, Defendue, and Eau de Desir. Now there are tons of flankers, more than I ever imagined when I first tried on my first sample of Lolita Lempicka. But this is hopefully just opening Pandora's box for me so I can try many more. So let's jump in and start with the original. So the version I have here is the new reformulation, which now usually I'll just show you an example. Usually it would come out of this sprayer here. When you go like this, it comes out of the sprayer. That's my understanding of the original. Now in the reformulation, I actually prefer this better because the spray comes out like a normal sprayer, which I actually really prefer. So that's a quick intro to the version that I have. And when I first spray this, it actually reads as nutty to me. It has really deep Tonka, like that Tonka bean is what I'm getting. Lots of licorice, is slightly sweet, but I'm getting a tad of bitterness from that star anise. It's really an intoxicating first sniff. It's really unique. It's slightly powdery, but that Tonka and that vanilla are really coming through. Now, as it dries down, it gets more and more nutty and deep on me. It gets quite complex, so the notes can't really be pulled out individually quite as well as in the introduction. But luckily, the licorice really subsides on me, which is good because I don't love licorice in perfume. But that Tonka is what really sticks with me. This is like a nutty Tonka bean, vanilla, musky scent on me. So kind of playful in a way, but also quite mature. The performance on this is absolutely beast mode. I spray it once and it's on me all day, all night long until my shower the next day, and the projection sticks with me too. So every move of my head, I'm getting this scent, which is just absolutely gorgeous. So this is the Lolita Lempicka Eau de Parfum. This one I have here is more of a flanker to the original than to the reformulation, which is kind of interesting because this was actually released in 2008. And this is Lempicka Fleur Defendue. So this does have that original spray design. I don't know if you can see, but it sprays right out of the top here. Yeah. Don't love it. It's a little finicky. It's kind of funny. But it is, it's my mouth, gross. But it is kind of fun and gimmicky. So the notes on this, the top notes are mimosa, wormwood, green notes, and strawberry leaf. The middle notes are violet, anise, peony, and iris. And the base notes are almond, cherry, and musk. So it's more on the floral, and there is no licorice in this one, which is really interesting. It is literally nutty, and it still keeps that cherry and musk. Now, when I first spray it, though, it's kind of plasticky, and it's kind of bitter. Like, I'm definitely getting that almond. It hasn't really developed as a floral yet, but 1 hour in, and it's very light, as opposed to the original, which is pretty heavy and dense. This is more floral, very light, very spring-like and playful. It definitely has that nutty sweetness that you get in the Eau de Parfum. So it is quite sweet. Now, I'm not seeing anything that's particularly sweet in these notes. There isn't any vanilla, for example, but it really does read as sweet. So it must be a sweet almond versus a bitter almond in here. And for the final dry down, it's definitely like a lighter version of the Eau de Parfum. It really has that same DNA despite missing some of those fragrance notes in the original. So it's like a Eau de Toilette version of the original with a floral tint to it. Just a tad bit more floral. So it lightens it up a little bit. It's not as deep with that Tonka and that vanilla. It's not quite as sweet either. In terms of performance, it's pretty decent projection, not as good as the original. It really turns into a skin scent after the first couple of hours. So do I really need to have both? I'm actually not convinced. I'm not a super floral person. I thought that maybe the cherry would shine more in this, but really it's just like a slightly more floral version of the original. So I think that this might be on the chopping block. The bottle is really fun, so that actually is a factor for me. If you can see, it looks like a tree trunk with a little heart inscribed in it, which is awfully cute. Yeah, so not a complete winner. Definitely not giving me those like creamy, sensual, really lovely vibes of the original. But it's something I'm gonna have to play with a little bit more. So this again is Lempicka, the Fleur Defendue, and it is an eau de parfum. This final one I was super excited about because I heard it had lemon in it, and I'm on a huge lemon kick right now. I'm just like craving freshness in my life. And this is Lempicka Eau de Desir, and this is an eau de parfum. So you can see it's the bigger version. Now this also was released prior to the reformulation of the original in 2010. So this is kind of an older version. Now the top notes are lemon verbena and Amalfi lemon. Middle notes are violet and jasmine, and base notes are musk. So we're missing that tonka, we're missing cherry, we're missing almond. This is really a fresh version of Lempicka here. And again, you have this engraving here in the tree trunk cap, and also this sprays out from here, but I'm not going to spray it because last time I went in my mouth and that was not fun. So anyway, beautiful bottle, absolutely gorgeous. On the first spray, I get a synthetic stringent lemon, like a kitchen cleaner lemon. It's got a slight nutty base, which is interesting because it's not actually a note in the pyramid, but you know, who knows what's really in it. And it does have kind of a licorice bend as well, which is actually really nice to see that or to smell, that it has retained some of that Lempicka depth that I love. After an hour, though, it's very fresh and citrusy. It has a little bit of musk, and what I read is tonka, a little bit of depth, a little bit of a nutty base to it. Again, why? Maybe am I just imagining things? I don't know. But it seems like it still has some of that original DNA. So you would think that, you know, this would be everything I want and more in life, right? Like the original that I love mixed with lemon, which I also am craving right now. But the citrus kind of fades away over time, and the lemon verbena, that freshness does kind of fade away. And it kind of just turns into a less exciting version of the original. Like it's trying to be, or I should say reformulation of the original. Like it's trying to be that nutty, tonka, delicious, gourmandish feeling, but it's just kind of striking out. The lemon is just pulling away the depth that I really am looking for. Now, performance-wise, it does have really great longevity. It does a great job on the skin. It really sticks around. And it has decent projection. It's okay. It's not great, but it's pretty decent. It projects for the first hour or so, and then it's kind of a skin scent from there. So I'm not super impressed by this Eau de Desir. Yeah, I was really excited about it, but I'm not really feeling it so much now. I'm totally feeling this bottle, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's so fun with this gold and all the little details. But I'm going to play with it some more. I'm going to keep wearing it, but really not super impressed with the Eau de Desir right now, unfortunately. So those are the Lolita Lempicka EDPs that I have so far. Tell me if you know of any other flankers you think are just really a home run, or any that I should avoid, because I know this time I see one on Mercari, I'm probably going to jump for it just because I'm a creature of habit, and I'm going to start hoarding all the Lempickas I possibly can, for better or for worse. So let me know, and I do hope that you like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a very beautiful day.